Hello and welcome to Kelly Loves K-Pop. I'm Kelly. Today we're doing a tarot reading on Mamamoo's Hwasa. Thank you so much for the person who donated for this reading on the Ko-fi page. You didn't specify what kind of reading you wanted on Hwasa, so I'm going to do a personality and career reading because I figure that'll cover most of the big bases. And if I didn't ask the particular question you were interested in, please contact me through the Ko-fi page so that I can verify it's you and that we'll get down to the root of whatever it was you were looking for, okay? So today we're going to start with my Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Krantz. I looked up Hwasa's astrology signs and stuff. I'm not going to break out the astrology cards today, but I will refer to her signs if it seems like it's relevant to the reading. If anything, it just gives me a really good starting place. If you enjoyed when I used the astrology cards in the readings, if you're familiar with how I was doing it before, let me know, because I didn't get very much feedback on it and it does take up a little bit extra time in the reading. I enjoy it, but you know, I don't want to waste other people's time if they're just going to fast forward through it anyway. So, you know, we live and we learn, we try different things. Sometimes they don't work out, sometimes they do, you know. But all right, so we're going to go ahead and get this reading done. I'm going to do well, we'll start with 6 cards and we'll see what comes off from there. Sometimes for a paid personality reading, I will do more, but since we're going to do a career reading after, and it's kind of a 2-part reading, I think 6 should be enough. We'll see how long the reading gets. Whoop. I'm just going to shuffle these up. Let's see, Hwasa. It is nice to get to do some reading on some girl groups. They've been a little more frequent lately, and I like that. I like having a good mix on the channel. I know Mamamoo, probably by the time I upload this, will just have had their comeback or just started their comeback promotions. So I hope everything's going well for them. I haven't checked out the song yet, but I will. So in the comments when we post this, let me know how you're liking the song. Whoops. Monsta X, my favorite group, is also promoting right now, so it would be cool if we get some group interactions. I always enjoy seeing that kind of stuff. Okay, Hwasa. All right, so we're gonna start with Anima Mundi. We're seeing perceptive, manifest, in tune with nature. I do think Hwasa's the type of person that knows how to manifest the things they want in life. They don't give up easily. They learn quickly. And I think they're able to read the room. They're able to read people really, really well. She's probably that person that feels like they understand you. When you meet them, probably feels like you've known them for a long time, even though you've only spoken with them for a few minutes. I was looking at her sign. She's got a Gemini moon, I think. Yes, she's Cancer Sun, Gemini moon. So I think being around people, helping people is really her jam. That's what she's into. She probably has a lot of friends. Maybe not necessarily industry friends. Something about her tells me that she probably doesn't trust a lot of people in the industry, but I do think, again, she reads people really, really well, so I think no one's getting over on her, and a lot of industry people are just out for themselves, and you find a lot of people that are really predatory, so I think she's good at navigating that. So her friend circle is probably very distant from idols, even though she probably has a lot of idol friends, or I don't want to say friends, but peers that she's friendly with. I think her real friends are all kind of outside of there. I think because she wants to be able to trust people and she reads people really well. So then we have Agape. This kind of leans into that where we're right down the middle of Agape, which means you can either be really devoted or really disloyal. Again, she's good at reading people. So if she has to play a part for certain people, especially professionally, she's going to be that sweetheart, bombshell, whoever she has to be to get what she wants. But when she is truly friends with someone, she's very, very dedicated and very caring and nurturing. Like, she is, well, it says here unconditional, and that's it. She's very, very, what's the word I want? I mean, I want to say ride or die, but I'm trying to find a better way to say it, you know? But she is lifelong friends. She probably has friends she's known since she was in diapers. And those people she's going to be friends with until the end of time. So, but if she doesn't take you very seriously, like, she knows how to keep things at a surface level and keep people at arm's length when she needs to. And if she has to be harsh, like, when haters are harsh with her, she has no problem really being harsh with them, because we have the venom here, definitely in a more shadowy aspect. It means she can lash out, she can be argumentative. She doesn't really like to take people's crap. And again, that's, I think, a very Gemini moon thing, is that you meet people where they meet you. If you're going to come at me negatively, then I'm not going to let you think you've won, right? I will rise to that challenge. I think that's very much her. I think she needs to be careful, because I think she can get pulled into arguments if someone tries to use that against her. I think it may be able to hurt her image a little bit, because I think she already comes off with a kind of brash image, and if she gets pulled into any kind of public argument, it could really work against her. So I think that's one thing she needs to really keep an eye on. Then we have Gnosis, and again, it's very down the middle here. So I think because she's really, really good at reading people, I think sometimes it can freak people out. Because Gnosis is, you know, about like knowing a deep understanding, but because she's down the middle, it's like almost appearing that way without necessarily having all that depth. It's like, it's more like, she really just reads the surface, but she knows how to read the surface. So people will think she knows more maybe than she does when it comes to them. Like, well, why is she avoiding me? What does she know? She doesn't know anything. She just knows you look shady. You know what I mean? It's something like that, where they think she knows probably all their dirt, but she just knows they're dirty. It's very that. I do think people in the industry are scared of her. I think there's a good number of people that genuinely fear her because they think she knows things that she doesn't actually know. Okay, so then we have the empty room in the shadowy aspect, which means it's never enough for her. If she reaches a level, she wants the next level. She wants the next level. She likes the challenge. She likes the chase. The downside to that is never feeling satisfied. She'll never feel good enough because she's never gotten to where she wants. The problem is she never knows when to be happy with it. It's almost like she's trying to fill a void. She's trying to impress people who can never be impressed, right? It's like no matter what you do, you can't please everyone. So she's always going to kind of react again to the negativity, which she needs to be careful of, because again, she's going to overwork herself. She's going to stress herself out. She's going to overthink things when she should just be enjoying the moment. And I think she does try to give the image that she enjoys the moment, but I worry that underneath it, that's a bit of an act. And she does let negative comments get to her. So she just needs to know that she is enough. And once it's in her mind that she's enough, then she doesn't have to fight for every inch and continue fighting all the time to prove things to people. And then we have the cave. So again, I feel like this kind of relates to what I was saying here, where she acts friendly, or she's very, maybe she's not, friendly isn't the right word. She's outgoing. Like, I feel like she is very popular. She's well known. She's not afraid of talking to anyone. again, because it's that challenge, like, can I go to that level? Can I fit in with this crowd? But when it comes down to like the people she actually wants to know and spend time with and show her true self, those are her friends who are away. Those are her friends who are not associated with the popular, famous, rich lifestyle. Those are kind of like her old friends. So her real circle is much smaller than I think people would assume. So basically, back to the first card a little bit, I want to touch on the empty room and the anima mundi, that because she's never satisfied, that's why she can manifest these things so much. She really just, she's a fighter. Like, she doesn't give up. She's not intimidated. Again, like I said, she'll just, whatever set of skills she needs now, she'll keep growing that set of skills. And it's great to see her push herself, but I just worry she might push herself too hard to please people who will never appreciate her in the end anyway. The people that already appreciate her, she's already pretty much won over at this point. And I think because she doesn't have a lot of true friends outside maybe her group in the industry, maybe just 2 or 3 other idols I feel truly she considers her friend, because she does look at the rest of them like wolves. I think it makes her fight harder. I think the insecurity really like pushes her to like overcome that. I don't know. I just keep feeling this feeling of that she wants to get to the next level. Maybe the next level they'll respect her. Maybe the next level, you know, if she wins the R&B crowd, and then once she wins the hip hop crowd, and then once she wins this pop crowd, or, you know, once she's got a special certain type of ad with a certain level of respectable company, you know, I don't know, but it's like she's always like, when I get to the next level they'll look at me different, when I get to the next level they'll look at me different. Does that make sense? It's just like, it's almost like an inferiority complex a little bit. So she's already great, and I think she just hasn't accepted that. So I will go ahead and get to a career reading now and see what we can expect from her in the near and possibly distant future. Excuse me. So today's tarot reading is going to be the Tattoo Tarot, Ink and Intuition.
Okay, Hwasa's career.
Okay. I see right now, I feel like she's basically, I don't want to say she's peaked, but she's at a peak where she has the most potential to do things, to do whatever it is that she wants to do right now. But it's going to be a lot of work for her to balance that, I think, between opportunities for her and opportunities for the group. That probably goes without saying, but with these two, the ace and the 2, it just goes, they flow directly into each other. It's like almost with great potential. She has to learn how to even it out between what her responsibilities and her desires. So she really is going to have a lot of opportunity right now, though, to make money, to do really, really well. The problem is here in the 4 of Coins reversed. Again, it's that little bit of a greedy side that she has. She may overreach a little bit. She may overextend herself, or I almost want to say that she I just got like a flash, like she's gonna get into something she doesn't have the experience. Like she's trying to try something new, and it might not work out for her the way she was expecting. I don't know if that's really this Fourth Cup, but that's kind of what I was seeing for a second. But yeah, the Four Cups just means like be careful of being too greedy with things. The Knave of Cups also talks about friends. So, and the Fool in reverse. I don't know. This Knave of Cups is usually to me reads as in friendship, so it's like I really am scared there might be some kind of dating scandal for her. With this Knight of Cups is usually about pursuing or being the one pursued, and this Fool is like, because of this, something's not gonna take off for her. Like after this period of growth, she may see like I said, she's gonna do really well, and then she'll see a project that an experimental thing not work out for her. It may push her to where she steps back for a moment. It may be that she wants to take some time for like her personal life. She may even take some kind of hiatus due to her personal life. Again, I'm not sure if it's a scandal or a choice, but I see something about a friend or a relationship where she's going to put a pause on some projects. And also it's like this Queen of Swords in reverse is about not being able to speak about it. It's like she can't speak her mind, or she's forced not to. In an idle situation, that's not necessarily uncommon, but I think there will be a bit of a pause because of this for her. I don't know if these two are related, that this person she meets because of this experimental project, collaboration maybe even. Five of Cups in reverse is also telling me whatever this is doesn't work out for her. Five of Cups is usually a loss. So with it being a cup, it is going to feel like a very personal loss for her in that. And then I'm seeing some kind of fight over money. There's some kind of legal issue over money for her. Because this is like her, especially when it's right under this greed card, like this is the accumulation of all her wealth. And Justice in reverse tells me either someone is trying to take it, or due to a legal battle, it's going to be a bit in jeopardy. So I'm worried about her. I'm worried about someone kind of trying to get in for her money here. Either someone's trying to separate her, and I don't think it's this person. I think this is one issue on its own, and this is another issue, either separate later. But this is definitely somebody or some company or something trying to separate her. Then there's the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is usually ambition, but being that she's within the 4-person group, I'm curious if this is her not re-signing with the rest of the group. I'm curious if she'll get to a point, and it may not be this contract, it may be the next one, because I feel like they might have just recently, they got to be coming up on contracts, right? I forgot how long they've been around, but I feel like they've been around for at least one contract cycle. It's got to be. But there's some kind of legal issue concerning her money, and with the Three of Wands, it makes me wonder if it's with the rest of the girls separated from her, like moving on without her. It's just Justice. I can't tell if it's her choice or not. I'm gonna pull another card for clarification on Justice and see what we get. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. In the world. See, this is a big thing with the getting more major arcana. This is going to be a big issue for her. It's definitely something with the accumulation of everything she's worked for. So whether it being about the other 3 members in the group and a separation or a legal battle between them somehow. Tells me Justice in reverse, Wheel of Fortune's in reverse. Whatever it is she's losing or she's being shut out, and it's public because we have the world. It has to do with her success. And I still think this shows us that even if she has to go solo or does go solo for whatever reason, she would still find success there. I don't think she's going to lose that, but I do see her in for some trials and tribulations between public relations and scandals and possibly some issues with contracts or group finances, right? I'm gonna pull some oracles on her just because it seems like she has a lot of up and down going on. Kind of drawn to my spellcasting oracle right now. I usually use this just for my ideal partners readings, but I think I'm gonna mix it up today for Hwasa. I don't know why, but it's calling to me. What's in store for Hwasa's career? What's in store for Hwasa's career? Also, we'll have to see if there's usually I get this cup for Pisces. And I know she's a Cancer, so she could be the water sign, but if we see a Piscean man around her, I would say that's who that is. Oops. Okay. Compassion, trust, commitment, oops, and financial health. Again, I do think we're seeing her trust in certain people will drag her into things or publicly into things she doesn't expect or doesn't want to. And then the commitment with financial health. I mean, that really just goes into all of this. We were seeing something, again, with a commitment, a contract is how I would read that, right? Regarding financial health. Let's see, let's pull one more. Strength. So she definitely will overcome all of this. I'm not really worried about her fading into obscurity anytime soon, but I do think we're going to see her publicly stumble with love and contracts and who she's trusting, and her having to figure out what she wants and maybe trusting in her own capability to be solo, because I think all the girls enjoy their solo work, but they enjoy the stability of having the group there. I think that's what drives them to be pretty close. I think I'll have more Mamamoo readings coming up in the future, but I do think that's one of the main things that drives them to be close is that safety blanket of having the rest of the group. If you're solo, you know, doesn't hit. They know, like, again, they're at really their top. It's hard to picture them getting any bigger. You know, they've really huge success. So I think right now is the time where they're going to all be getting the most offers, getting the most opportunities. I just think she needs something out of fear or greed is going to cause a stumble in her career at some point. At some point, it's almost like she wants to do something where she's not getting the resources, or she's scared to put the resources in because she knows it's a gamble, and because she doesn't give it everything, that's what hurts her. She has to fully commit to whatever this experiment she wants to try. I don't even know if it's something where it's music related or it's a different kind of business that she's tried to break into, and she's scared to go 100% into it. But because she does it, she will have a bit of a financial stumble there. But it's not something that's going to hurt her long term. She definitely will recover. It's just something that's in the future for her. But yeah, if we see any kind of water signs, especially Piscean, especially a Pisces man, watch out for him, because I think he's gonna be the issue for a hiatus for her at some point, and something she won't really be able to talk about, because either she just wants her own privacy, which I can totally respect, or she's not allowed to. Because the Queen of Swords upright is someone who bluntly tells you the truth. And while in reverse it can be someone who's even worse, I feel like here with the Fool and reverse, all these reverse cards surrounding it, it's like she can't. There also might be a part of her that's afraid to look weak, but I think it's more so she's been suggested not to, and she heeds the advice there. But she's gonna have some kind of legal issue here. Either, and I'm worried it's contracts. So that's what I have for Hwasa. Again, we get the World card. She's gonna have success. You know, in the end, it will work out for her fine. She's a hard worker. She doesn't let anybody knock her down for too long. She's very, very, very resilient. So I think you don't have to worry about Hwasa too much, but I think she's the type of person that's gonna get dragged, get her private life dragged into the public more than she would care to. So she might be trying to keep quiet, you know, keep it to herself as much as she can, for, you know, by her own choice, or just for fear that it would do more damage than good. So thank you for your donation. I hope you enjoyed the reading. As always, tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only, so please take all of this with a grain of salt. If you enjoyed your reading, please leave a like, leave me a comment. If you have any questions, please contact me if you'd like to book your own reading. I do celebrity readings. I also do private, personal readings, and those have a different fee, so please contact me either through the comments, through my Instagram DMs, which I'll have a link in the description, any of that, to talk about a personal reading if you'd like to order one of those. But if you want a celebrity reading, my Ko-fi page accepts donations. Right now I'm not doing free readings. I'm only doing paid readings through the Ko-fi page. So again, let me know if I can clarify anything for that for you. Please take care of each other. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye.